guys, happy Wednesday. It's Joe and it's time for Pocket with Joe. We got one game on the ice tonight. And last night's game really didn't go as I thought it would, with the Dallas Stars completely falling apart. The Vegas Golden Knights dominating in last night's game. We did get Adin Hill over his save shots on goal, so that was definitely nice to see. I hope everyone's had a wonderful start to this Wednesday. One game on the ice tonight. We have the matchup between the Carolina Hurricanes and the Florida Panthers. Now the Panthers are looking for that sweep, and I honestly think they get it. Watching Carolina exit the ice after the last game, the frustration level on their faces, and they showed it coming off that ice, walking down that hallway, smashing their sticks against the wall. I think this team has lost it. I also think with the goalie situation, changing these goalies in and out is a bad call. I didn't like it when they put Ranta in instead of Frederik Andersen. Now they're going back to Frederik Andersen in this one, and I think it's just a recipe for disaster. Now, could Carolina come out and get the win? We know that they could. Becky, happy Wednesday. It's Wednesday, Becky. Can you believe it? Could they come out and get win? Yeah, Carolina could dig deep. They could, Florida could give them the gentleman's sweep, which means they let Carolina win this one, and then we see Florida win it in Carolina, but Florida's not going to do that. I think they do dig deep, even with Carolina with their backs against the wall. This team wasn't able to convert on the power plays. They just can't get past Bobrovsky, and that is the Achilles heels for this team. Is Bobrovsky is absolutely lights out right now, and I'm not going to fade a hot goalie. Could he go cold? He could, but I don't see it happening in this series. So Bobrovsky over 30.5 save shots on goals, coming in at -128. I think you can fire that up, you guys. If you can find over 32.5 save shots on goal for plus money, I think you're fine in doing so. We know Carolina is going to get these shots on him tonight, so I'm not worried about that. Carolina, 32 shots on goal in the last game. There's going to be more frantic play out of Carolina in this one. Looking at the Florida Panthers, do not look at their shots on goal. Do not take Anderson's save shots on goal. Do not take any of these players for shots on goal, because in the last game, they only had 17 shots on goal. We know one of those did go in, though, and they won that game. So this is going to be a really interesting one. They're getting those high-danger shots. They got them past Ranta. I think they get them past Anderson in this one as well. A couple ways you can take betting this one. I am liking the first period. No, we're not going to touch the first period. Let's stay off the first period. I'm liking the Florida Panthers on the money line. You can get that from anywhere from -110 to -120, so shop those lines. You can also take the Florida Panthers on that puck line. Let me just see what the value is on the puck line, because I do think they pull off that puck line win tonight. Puck line laying 1.5 is at +215 for the Florida Panthers. I'm also going to look at this one for the team total, the Carolina Hurricanes. We are going to take that under 2.5. If you take it under 2.5, you're getting around +107. If you bump that up to under 3, in case of that push, in case something crazy happens with Bobrovsky tonight, you're paying -142. So just depending where you feel more comfortable with that number, if you'd rather take a push and pay the extra juice just in case, so you have a little bit of security. But I'm going to do under 2.5. We look at all these games. Game 1, we only saw 2 goals out of the Carolina Hurricanes. Game 2, we only saw 1 goal. And in the last game, we saw 0 goals out of the Carolina Hurricanes. And this frustration level is going to be at an all-time high. Now, we know backs against the wall teams, things do happen. But Bobrovsky would have to completely fall apart in this game for 3 goals to come out of Carolina. Taking the Carolina Hurricanes team total under 2.5, could Carolina win and we still hit this? Absolutely. We could see a 2-1 game for Carolina. I think if that happens in OT. So whichever way you guys want to look at that. But I do think for myself, it's the Florida Panthers or nothing. Florida Panthers on the money line. Florida Panthers on that puck line with that beautiful plus money -1.5. Barkov, question mark if he will be out there on the ice. Now, he did go off the ice in that last game with injuries. So this team can win and can win without him on the ice. Sam Reinhart, Montour, someone to look at, 2 players to look at, and Matthew Tkachuk. We know he's been a difference maker, so I do think Matthew Tkachuk comes out and gets that anytime goal. I'm not taking anyone on Carolina for props in this one. This just has to be Florida's time to end this game. Yeah, that last night, I tell you, I was really disappointed with Dallas Star fans or hockey fans as a whole. Whoever was at that game, I can't just say they were all Dallas Stars fans. Looked that way from the events that happened. We had bottles and popcorn thrown at players and drinks thrown onto the ice at the end of that second period. And they basically had to end that second period with 26 seconds left on the board just to clear the ice. It was absolutely disgusting to see. And then the stands cleared out. There was hardly anyone there to finish that game. Those people paid so much money. I just don't understand the mentality and why people act like that. But we know Vancouver rioted when they got eliminated. So it's hard to see fans doing that. Just enjoy the game. So yeah, I agree with you. It's just, I hate what I'm seeing out there. Barkov was skating at practice. Yeah, I did see that. So it's a good sign that we saw him out there at practice. I really hope he's going to be back. Yeah, they really can't score on him. That is for sure. And I do think the under is the way to go, Kevin. It has been a fantastic series with those unders. The under 1.5 in the first period, I think, is another solid way to go. We did have that one game where we had Carolina score in the first period, and then Florida score, and then Carolina score in the first period. So 3 goals, but 2 of those were taken back. I do think this first period could be the fiery period that we get, where we see these two teams really amp up, especially Carolina. They're both defensive teams. We know how hard it is to score for these teams. Like I said, only 17 shots out of the Florida Panthers in the last game. So it's going to be hell on ice tonight, you guys. I really hope the Florida Panthers get the sweep, because otherwise it's just formality. They are going to get the next win. I do not see the Dallas Stars pulling back from this. Bobrovsky is just too strong. So my favorite bet is in this one. Bobrovsky over 30.5 save shots. And then it is for the Carolina Hurricanes just not even stay in this one. I'm going to go the Florida Panthers on the money line, the Florida Panthers on the puck line, Matthew Tkachuk, the anytime goal. Those are my favorite ones. Montour, Sam Reinhart, Barkov with question marks, but Sam Reinhart and Montour for the points. I would look at those two for the points, but Matthew Tkachuk for the goal. So you guys, both teams under 3.5 is at plus 120. I do like that. Carolina Hurricanes under 2.5. I love as well. You can bump that up to 3 and lay minus 142 for the under 3. But you guys, that was it. I hope you all have an absolutely wonderful day. Keep smiling. Let's make some freaking money tonight on the ice. I tell you, it's got to be better than last night. You know, only hitting a goalie prop is not good enough for the amount of bets I had out last night. So it was a hard one, but we're going to get it back today. You guys, be safe out there. Bet responsibly, please. Do not bet your children's college funds away or your vacation money away. Bet within your means. Bye, guys.